lovelies, welcome back to my channel where we are constantly healing, growing, and glowing. I'm Angel.lenise, your divine feminine coach, here to guide you on your journey as you step into that more soft, more divine version of you. So if you're into that, let's get into this video. Welcome back. I'm so excited for y'all to be tuning in into another video on this divine feminine healing series. Be sure to like my video, subscribe to my channel for more divine feminine healing content, and share this message with other divine feminines who are in healing so we can connect and build our soul tribe. As you can tell by the title, this evening we're going to be talking about how to balance your feminine and masculine energies and why it's important to have a good balance. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So I don't have any points. This is just going to be quick and straight off the dome. One of the main reasons why it's important to have a nice balance when it comes to feminine energy and masculine energy is because you want your life to be in balance, right? You want your life to be in harmony. And I feel like a lot of times we are trying to manifest a balanced life, but our energy and what's going on inside isn't balanced. One of the ways you can kind of tell when you have too much of one energy, pay attention to how you feel. If you feel more tired, bogged down, exhausted, fatigued, maybe you're operating a little bit too much in your masculine energy and you kind of need to slow it down and soften everything up a little bit and operate out of your feminine energy. Maybe you need some rest, okay? If you notice that maybe you feel like people kind of, walk over you a lot or push over you, or you feel like you're constantly in this state of feeling insecure, or like maybe you don't take up for yourself enough. Even in the workplace, if you feel like you're being treated a little bit unfairly in the workplace because you don't speak up, maybe you're operating a little bit too much out of your feminine energy and you kind of need to put foot on neck. One of the ways that you can kind of balance out your energies is to meditate and pray. That is important because you want the correct guidance. Yes, it's good to trust yourself and listen to your inner self and your intuition when it comes to trying to balance out your life and trying to figure out, okay, am I overworking myself or am I not doing enough? But God will tell you. And it may not be right then, and sometimes it will be right then, but God will tell you in which way you should be heading in and when it comes to just your life in general. The second thing you need to listen to is your body. How does your body feel? Okay, how does your mind feel? Are you thinking more on the stressed, anxious side because you feel like you have to do everything by yourself? Or are you kind of just in this mode to where you're not thinking about what you should kind of be thinking about, like you're more so avoiding maybe things that are important that you should kind of be thinking about? One reason why you don't want to operate too much in your masculine energy is because you don't want to experience burnout. And as a divine feminine, especially if you're creative, you will experience that if you're overworking yourself, especially when you're getting started, right? Because you already have maybe all these extra responsibilities because you've been surviving and not thriving. When you're in that masculine energy, you'll find yourself constantly in this survival mode, which will cause burnout, which will cause fatigue. What comes along with that is, you not feeling your best. You're not wanting to be bothered at all. And it could potentially, start to cut into relationships with friends, work relationships, family. And those are things that are important, as a human being, unless you're just like a complete loner. But if you're a divine feminine, there's no way. Okay, and if you are, there is a way that you're a complete loner. I promise you, you will still feel fatigue and burnout and kind of like short-tempered just dealing with everyday things. You'll always have this lingering feeling of not being or feeling content in the moment. One reason why you don't want to operate too far into your feminine side is because you don't want to be a people pleaser. You don't want people just walking all over you whenever they feel like. You don't want to be that person that gets a phone call every time somebody gets themselves into a load of trouble because they know that you're going to loan the money. They know that you're going to sit on the phone with them and tell them how everyone else in the world is wrong and they're right, even though they're wrong. You don't want to be that person that's getting treated unfairly in the workplace, in your immediate life, right? With family and close friends. You want to be able to have a nice balance so you feel more content in the present moment and you're able to manifest quicker. To kind of give an example of when you should kind of use, each energy more in a certain environment is it would be more important to use your masculine energy, right? When you're having to protect yourself in environments where you know that you're a little bitty fish in a big old sea of sharks. That's when you should step in that masculine energy. So when you're going to buy a car and you're talking to a salesman, be in that masculine energy. Let them know that you ain't dumb and they're not finna get one over on you. Another time it may be time to step into your masculine energy is in disputes. When you know that you're just, your lone self and there's people coming at you, whether you're at work or, you may be having a dispute with a family member and you have boundaries and those boundaries are being overstepped. Even when you're in like a relationship, you will notice yourself kind of stepping into that masculine energy a little bit more because you're in protection mode. You're having to survive this battle that's going on right now in this moment to make sure you make it out on the other end. And that is absolutely okay. When you have to take up for yourself, even when you're out in public and you see someone getting treated wrong, as a humanitarian myself, I'm gonna step in that masculine energy and be like, hey, not in front of me. I don't care. A time to step into your feminine energy would be if you have kids and you're spending time with your kids, being calm, being able to self-regulate your emotions, and being able to regulate your thoughts and speaking in a calm tone of voice when you're dealing with others or when you are trying to mend a situation, when there's a heart-to-heart conversation going on. Even if you're in your creative endeavor and you are speaking to a feminine audience, dating, right? When you're dating and you are wanting to kind of give off this sweet, nurturing, feminine vibe, that's when you'll want to step more into your feminine energy. That's when you'll want to become a little bit more softer and nurturing, okay? Also, when you're trying to manifest love, right? You can't constantly be in your masculine energy as a divine feminine and you're trying to manifest love, because there is no way you're gonna be in a good mood to be open to receiving, because you're gonna be burnt out, you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be fatigued, you're gonna feel like a wounded warrior, all right, is what I call them. You're tired, you've been surviving and not thriving. I feel like that's when you are in a space to where you are needing to open up your heart, okay? You are needing to be a little bit more receiving, non-judgmental, and softer, all right? So you can get all of your manifestations and blessings as a divine feminine, okay? A good time to balance both feminine energy and masculine energy is, say for instance, if you are starting a business, okay? You kind of need both of those energies. You want the feminine energy because you want to attract your audience. You want to pull in customers, okay? And you don't want to do it in like a harsh way. You don't want to scare people away from your business. You need that masculine energy because you have rules, right? You have regulations when it comes to if you're selling something, refund policies, or if you're giving a service, you know, booking policies, standing up and taking up for your business in case something gets out of hand, okay? So there are so many different scenarios and times and places when to operate out of each energy. You as a divine feminine just have to know when and where to operate out of which energy. You don't want to be dating and you're in your masculine energy, because your masculine is going to feel like, what am I here for if you don't need me? Okay? No, just know that it takes work. It takes time. Like I said, the first thing that you need to do is go within and figure out what your body is calling for and what your body is needing. Okay? Paying attention to how you feel day to day. Have you been overworking? Do you need a spa day, my love? Take that time out for yourself, because you're important. And also understand that it's okay if you've been operating out of more so of a masculine energy, if you've been hyper independent, if you've been having to take care of things all on your own. God sees that. If you're trying to manifest true love because you know you do want a companion, you are wanting a partner, you are wanting some of the load off your shoulders a little bit, surrender. If it's something that you know you cannot change, but you're trying to constantly change, it's not doing anything but causing friction, which is causing your burnout, which is causing your manifestations to kind of slow up, because God is like, I want to give you this manifestation, but you're so closed off, or you know, you don't have any energy to do what I'm needing you to do to help co-create so we can bring this in for you. It is okay. Slow down. When you get off of work or when you wake up in the morning, take time to meditate and talk to God and listen to your body and ask your body, what do you need from me? How can I nurture you? How can I put a little bit more of that feminine energy in you today so you can be your best? You'll start to see things kind of flow into your life, or you'll even just start to feel better, and you'll be like, wow, I'm glad I surrendered. I'm glad that I've learned how to balance both of these energies, so I'm not being, you know, pulled too hard to the right or pulled too hard to the left, but you're vibrating and rising right where you're supposed to be. And that is all I have for this video this evening. Like I said, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more divine feminine healing content, and share this message with other divine feminines in healing so we can connect and build this soul tribe. And I will be sure to speak to you beautiful divine feminines soon. All right? Peace.